Hello everyone, welcome back to yoga and namaste.
Namaste.
So we're going to be moving into our solar plexus today. That's all about our abs. It's right above our navel and between the rib cage. Let's go ahead and just start off with a fist right there at that space, and the other hand just wraps around a little bit. I'm going to get nice and seated, so hip width distance apart. My glutes are grounded into the chair. My feet are grounded into the earth plane. And we're just starting to find deep breaths. So relax the shoulders, relax the elbows. Let's go ahead and inhale, draw the shoulders up. And exhale, let's go ahead and drop the chin with the shoulders. Inhale, drawing up. And exhale, dropping the chin as we send the shoulders back and down. Last one. Inhale, drawing up. And exhale, releasing down. Now bring the chin to what you feel is neutral to lengthen through the neck, lengthening through the crown of the head. We are going to soften the eyes again here. We're taking it back to our Manipura chakra, which is our solar plexus, right where we have our fist. We might start to feel warmth there or energy as the element is fire. Let's just breathe into this. So we're expanding and releasing. Taking nice deep breaths now in and out of the nose. And maybe even noticing that taking these deep breaths might be warming the body as we stoke our flame in our Manipura chakra with our breath. And now let's come to our one-pointed resolve. I am strong and renewed. I am strong and renewed. I am strong and renewed. And as we take that next breath, we're releasing. You can soften that. I'm going to scoot back. All right, so here we're still finding that hip width distance apart. We are going to come into our few forward folds here. So allow those feet to ground. Let's inhale. I'm towards the front part of my chair. And remember, just do your comfort level as you exhale, rounding over the lap. Some of us may stay in a flat back. Let's go ahead and inhale, lengthen up through the back and arms as we take it back up and over. And exhale, palms together, hands to heart. Inhale, let's take it back up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. And exhale, palms together, centering in the heart. Inhale, let's take it up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. And exhale, palms together, hands to heart. Let's go ahead and interlace our fingers and just bring it behind the head. Chin comes down, but then press the back of the head into the palms. Elbows open, shoulders relax, keep the feet grounded. Exhale, twist. Inhale through center, keeping length, and exhale, twist. Inhaling through center, and we can always take our time. Exhale, twisting. Inhale through center, and exhale, twist. Inhale back to center. Let's take the hands up. Keep the fists together, lengthen up, even the shoulders come up. And then exhale, soften those elbows. And let's start to round back into our cat posture, sending the fist package forward with the shoulders, scooping through the abs. Then let's flip the palms, bring the soft elbows, and flip the palms up. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, softening elbows, palms come together, lengthen forward, simultaneously rounding the back, scooping through the abs. Inhale, stack through the vertebrae, lengthen all the way through, stretching up. Exhale, soften, scoop the abs for cat. Inhale, Finding length from root to crown as we lengthen all the way up over the body. Exhale, scooping the abs, rounding the back. And inhale, let's lengthen all the way up and over. Exhale, release the hands all the way down to the body. Let's go ahead and heel toe some openness. I am going to scoot back. Give myself some leverage, comfort, and support. You want to make sure that you feel nice and comfortable here. Knee, ankles are straight down in alignment, and then knee to toes are pointing out the same direction. We're going to move right into our moonflowers and sunflowers. So just start to press down through the soles of the feet, activate the legs, inhale, bring it up and over. And starting with sunflower, exhale, just making a big sunflower or a circular shape with the hands. Inhale, drawing all the way back up and over. Now exhale, this time it's moonflower. So hinge the elbows, palms forward, and you're letting the elbows lead all the way down into your ribcage, and then pull those elbows in, which allows those shoulders to draw back and down and squeeze together. Let's go ahead and inhale, take it back up. I'm going to show you an option 2 for our sunflower. Option 2 is to hinge forward through that flat back, just creating a bigger circle here, keeping that flat back as we inhale, pressing through those legs, lifting all the way back up, coming back to moonflower as we exhale, elbows towards rib cage, squeezing back. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, sunflower, your option. Inhale, taking it up. Exhale, moonflower. Squeeze, draw those abs in as well. Inhale, keep the legs tension. Exhale, option to sunflower here. Inhale, taking it back up. And exhale, moonflower. Inhale. And exhale, sunflower. Inhale, taking it up. And exhale, moonflower. This will be our last set. Inhale, up and over. Exhale, big sunflower. Inhale, taking it back up. And exhale, our moonflower. Now we're still pressing down into the soles of the feet. Legs are active, palms are forward. Let's go ahead and flip them to palms up. Continue to send those elbows in. Now while we do this, we have lots of tension. Let's lift our toes and our balls of our feet so that we have the heels that are pressing down. And now let's move forward, lift the heels up to the balls of the feet. And let's go ahead and press down. We're gonna do this one more time. Inhale, lift toes. Balls of the feet. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift the heels. And let's exhale, release. Flatten the feet. And now let's go ahead and keep those elbows in. You're just going to cross here right at the waist in front of you. Inhale, thumbs are going to extend back, elbows into the waist. Exhale, moving hands in center, crossing, and inhale, lengthen back out. Let's do this 3 more times. And the whole time, letting the shoulders roll back and down, letting the elbows pull in. And this is our last one. Let's inhale, draw those elbows back, and let's bring it all the way up. And exhale, palms together, hands to heart. All right, from here, we're gonna keep nice and grounded with our legs. We're gonna move into kind of a warrior 2 extension from the heart. So let's roll those shoulders back, press down through the soles of the feet. Keep the hands right at the center of the heart. How I do that is my thumbs just press right in between. Now, as I exhale, let's twist that direction, whichever direction you pick. Inhale, press those palms together. Make this difficult as you extend. So you're tightening, you're drawing those shoulders in, and you're drawing them back and down simultaneously, and you're pressing those palms together. Let's bring it back to the heart space, bending the elbows right back, and then unwind. We'll do that 4 more times just to that one side. So let's exhale. Inhale, extend from the heart. Exhale, back to the heart. And inhale, unwind. Exhale, twist. Inhale, extend from the heart. Exhale, bring it back to heart space. And inhale, unwind. Exhale, bring it back, twist. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back to the heart. And inhale, unwind. Exhale, twist. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring it back to the heart space. And inhale, unwind. All right, from there, let's just go ahead and release the hands. I had full body tension. You're probably feeling that in your inner thighs, your waist, your shoulders. So we're just gonna take a few forward folds with a flat back this time. So keep the back flat, let the elbows do some work, let them extend out to the sides as you hinge forward. Let's take a nice deep inhale when we're hinged forward. And let's exhale and press our way back up. So we're gonna stay in this alignment. We're just hinging from the hips. Use arm strength, inhale forward. And exhale, bring it up. We have 3 more. Inhale forward. And exhale, bring it back up. Inhale forward. And exhale, bring it up. Pause there, let's inhale. And this time, exhale forward. And inhale, let's press back up. As we press back up, let's go ahead and bring those arms sweeping all the way up and over. And palms come together, bringing it back to that heart space. So let's start to press down through the soles of the feet again. Activate our legs, draw the navel in. Allow those thumbs here to press right into the center of the chest. Elbows can be out to the side, shoulders rolled back and down. Take a nice deep inhale. As we exhale, we're twisting. And then inhale, press into the palms. Keep those arms tight, extend forward. And that's okay if you're shaking. Let's bring it back to the center of the heart. And then slowly unwind back forward. Exhale, twisting that direction. Inhale, extend from the heart. Exhale, back to the heart. And inhale, unwind. Exhale, twist. Inhale, press, lengthen. Exhale, back to the heart. And inhale, unwind. 2 more. Exhale, twist. Inhale, press into those hands, extend those arms, keep the shoulders back and down. Bring it back to the center of the chest and unwind. Exhale, twist, last one. Inhale, extend forward. And exhale, back to the heart. Inhale, unwind. All right, from there, let's go ahead and release now. I'm so far back into my chair that I have chair parts in front of me. This is gonna help, so I'm gonna scoot even a little further back. We are gonna come into chair ups with our wide legs. So allow again, knees facing second, third toe, knees stacked right above those ankles. You're gonna keep the back flat, hinge forward. Your hands are on that chair so that you can press your way up. You just wanna lift up here. You wanna let the backs of the legs activate. So you should start to feel this in the backs of the legs. You can keep those hands pressed down. You can keep the arms lengthened. Let's go ahead and find 1 more breath here. And exhale, softening back down. As we soften down, let's go ahead and sweep the hands back behind us and just extend through those toes. And while we're extending, let's go ahead and move through the feet and ankles. And right now I'm just moving one direction. Another breath here. And let's move the opposite direction. And gently release down. As we release down, soles of the feet are gonna press down. Maybe we check our alignment. Hands come back forward, hinge forward through that flat back, then press into the palms as you lift your glutes. Now this time, let's look to one knee and see if we can't glide that knee just towards the toes. So you're just gliding that one knee towards the toes. And then you're gonna come back to center. You're gonna look over to the opposite side and see if you can glide that knee towards the toes. And then you're gonna come back to center again. Let's go ahead and release. Sweep the hands back behind us and point the toes in plantar flexion. And this time, let's extend now through the heels and come into dorsiflexion, toes towards our shins, and soften, release down. We'll do this 3 more times. So sweeping those hands in front, hinging those elbows, flat back. Inhale, press up. We're gonna change it a little bit here. So on your next inhale, let's lift one heel up just as much as we can, even if it's just at a hover and you're just trying to lift it. And then let's go ahead and allow that heel to come down. We're gonna switch to the opposite side, just lifting that heel. I like to take a breath and then release back down. We're gonna go ahead and soften the glutes all the way back down. Sweep the hands behind us. And this time let's extend through our heels. Just extending through the backs of our legs, dorsiflexing the feet here. And softening down. Now as we soften down this time, bring hands to knees. Let's lift our heels again. Release the heels. Lift only the toes. So this time the balls of the feet are grounded. The heels are grounded. All 5 toes are lifting up, possibly even spreading if you can, and then relaxing them back down. Let's take the heels, lift them back up, and releasing down. Maybe you're matching the breath with me. Inhale, I like to lift now the balls of the feet and toes, so my heel is that point. And exhale, release. Keep the feet nice and grounded here. We're gonna bring sweeping the hands forward again, hinge forward, bend those elbows, flat back, and then press into the chair. Now this time, let's see if we can lift both heels simultaneously. So maybe it's just a little bit, maybe you're on the balls of the feet and they barely lift like an inch or so, or maybe you can lift them all the way up and come to the balls of the feet. You decide where you're at. Let's find one more breath here. Taking a nice deep breath. Now as we exhale, we're just gonna bring the heels down. So slowly bring those heels down. And then look to one side. Let's glide the knee to that side. And then you're gonna look to the other side and glide the knee to that side. And let's come back to center and gently release our glutes down. Sweep the hands down and back and extend through pointed toes. This time, we're going to squeeze the inner thighs together and either come back in a hip width distance apart here, or we could squeeze all the way. So it's up to you. We're gonna come back to dorsiflexion. Let's open back up. Exhale, squeeze in dorsiflexion. And let's come back to plantar flexion. Inhale, open up. And exhale, back. Center, dorsiflexion. Inhale, open. And exhale, let's release. We're gonna reactivate those legs. So checking again, sweeping those hands in front, hinging forward. Inhale, bring the glutes up. Now with this one, keep the feet nice and grounded. See if you could bring maybe one hand on top of a knee and maybe the other hand on top of the knee. And just see if maybe we can press into the knees and lengthen the arms where we feel more lengthened in the back here. Abs are tucked in. Take one more breath. And then let's go ahead and sweep one hand back to the chair, the other hand back to the chair, and then slowly release down. This time as we release down, we might as well come into our favorite star pose. So allow the feet to point, legs are tightening, and then let's inhale, open up through the upper body, palms forward, and just really feel that open body expansion here. Coming into a few deep breaths. Let's find 3 more breaths. And on the next 2, let's find our dorsiflexion. 1 more breath. And let's exhale, soften, release. As we come back to these wide legs here, we're just gonna look over one shoulder. And then just move the head slowly. We're gonna look over the opposite shoulder. So the shoulders are nice and relaxed. You're just sitting tall, feet are grounded. You have openness in the legs here, and we're just moving, looking over the opposite shoulder now. You're allowing the head to just slowly move through that horizon and looking over the other shoulder. Now let's come back to center. Inhale, bring the arms up and over. Let's exhale, interlace the fingers. Again, bring the head pressing back, open those elbows. We have lots of leverage with these wide legs. So press the soles of the feet down into the ground, and it's okay if you're still to the back of the chair. You want to draw the abs in and just lengthen up through the crown. We're gonna exhale and allow ourselves to tilt to one side for our lateral flexion. Let's inhale, take it back up through center, and exhale, lateral flexion to the opposite side. Inhale, lifting up through center, and exhale. You could always take your time. You could close the eyes and just find the rhythm of your breath here. We have 3 more, but we have 1 more with this breath. I'm exhaling to the opposite side. Let's inhale here, pause there, and exhale, find a twist. Inhale through center, exhale, twist. Inhale back to center, and exhale right here, relaxing shoulders, drawing abs in. Then let's inhale to the side. And exhale to center, stacking. Just notice the difference as you inhale to the side, and then center, exhale, stacking. Inhale to the side, and exhale, stacking. And let's inhale to the last side. And exhale, bringing it all the way back up. Let's go ahead and release that. We're gonna bring those heel toe back together to hip width distance apart. I'm scooting all the way forward now to my chair. I'll do this a little bit sideways so maybe you can see what I'm doing. So I'm mostly scooted forward. I still feel nice and stable though, and comfortable, like I'm not gonna get dumped out. Soles of the feet are grounded, hip width distance apart. And let's add something. Now you don't have to, but it's an option to add something. I like my 2-pound ball, 4-pound ball, because it keeps that concentration. So we're gonna squeeze those inner thighs, whether it be a block ball or rolled up yoga mat, or maybe you're just gonna ground down through your feet today. So we're gonna start off with hands forward, shoulders relaxed down and back, fingers forward. And let's go ahead and inhale, stretch it up. Now as we exhale, we're gonna scoop those abs out. So bring the hands forward first, draw the navel in, start at the pelvis, at the tailbone, as if you are rounding, scooping those abs, rounding back until your shoulder blades touch the back of your chair or the wall. And then let's inhale and take it all the way back up and over, stretching. So it's nice, slow, controlled motion. Exhale, you're rounding that spine. You're allowing the pelvis to especially round first, reaching forward. And let's go ahead and inhale back up. Exhale, starting at the pelvis, navel to spine, scooped abs. Inhale, up and over. 2 more. Exhale, scooping those abs, rounding through, relaxing shoulders, stretching forward, and let's inhale. All right, last one. Exhale, scoop, round those abs, feel the shoulders on back of that chair, and inhale, take it up. Exhale, release. I'm gonna take crossed arms in front and let my elbows relax here. We're still gonna move in the same thing. So if you did have that object and you don't want anymore, you can move it to the side, or maybe you can add it now. So whichever. All right, stable feet here. Again, you're still scooping, so allow the low abs to round first. As you round back, shoulder blades touch, and inhale, lengthen slowly up. Expanding through the chest with breath. Exhale, let's round, scoop slowly, tap the back of the chair, and inhale, coming all the way back up. Exhale, scooping, rounding back, chair touch, inhale up. We have 2 more. Exhale, round it back and down. Let's pause here. Now we're not laying against the chair. I'm barely touching that chair. Let's see if we can lengthen one leg, point the toes. Keep that contraction and scooping abs, bring it down. We're gonna do the opposite leg. So lift the opposite leg, point the toes. Bring it back down. You should be nice and worn out in the abs. Let's inhale, lift back up to chair. Nice lengthened spine. We'll do this last time. Exhale, round the back, the pelvis, scoop the abs. Keep that tension. You're barely touching the back of the chair with your shoulders. Extend forward, and then let's dorsiflex the foot and release down. Keep that tension. Extend forward, pointed toes. Then dorsiflex the foot and release down. Hopefully you're shaking with me. Let's go ahead and inhale, lift back up. Take a breath and exhale, release that. All right. Whew. Felt like a bit there. So let's go ahead and grab our belts because I especially feel it in my inner thighs. Of course, I was really squeezing the crud out of that ball. Okay. So if you happen to have a belt tie or even a rolled up towel at home that you can roll up and maybe bring under the foot, we are gonna find ourselves in some openness with the hips and the legs, especially those inner thighs. I personally like my alignment to hand to knee and I wrap my hand. For some of us, that's too close to that leg and I'm not looking too curl or round, so maybe you take it up here and wrap the hand. You decide where that perfect length is for you. Other hand on that stable leg, make sure you press down through the sole of the foot. Keep the knee soft. Let's extend up to your personal length, making sure that knee has a micro bend at least. Draw the elbow in, my fist face upward. Let's inhale, keep the elbow in. Extend out. Make sure that you still have that softness in the knee. And exhale, bring it back. Find a drishti right in front of you to keep that focus as you inhale out to the side. And exhale, bringing it back. Finding the inhales nice and slow, elbow tucks in. And the exhales coming back to center. We have two more. Inhale out. And exhale, bring it back. Last one, inhale out. And exhale, bring it back. Let's go ahead and release that leg, that foot. And in fact, if you still have that belt, we're gonna, maybe you could wrap it on the hands again because I'm gonna bring knee to chest. Some of us can just interlace those fingers, but if you need that extra help, that extra support, I use a belt. Same thing, just wrap around the knee. You're gonna sit nice and tall, relax those shoulders, elbows are gonna pull into the side, and let's draw that knee close to the chest, just as close as we can, and not weighing those elbows out and let the shoulders lift, but actually keep the shoulders rolled back down and in as we keep the elbows in. And then let's inhale, release to lengthen arms, and exhale, tuck it back in, squeezing towards the chest. Inhale, lengthen arms. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, lengthen. And last one, exhale, squeeze. And let's go ahead and release that leg. Let's take that same belt. We're gonna open it back up. And if you don't have a belt at home, this is gonna be for your shoulders and arms. If you don't have a belt at home, the number is just up, over, just big circles with your arms. That's all we're doing. And then I come back up, over, and back forward. So that's the motion. If you would like a belt to help open the shoulders just a little bit more, you can bring the length of your belt. What you're looking for, if you do have the belt, is no bending elbows. Let's make sure we keep those elbows lengthened. And this is why maybe we don't need a belt. So you're just gonna keep those arms lengthened. You're gonna draw back. And if you need to have a longer belt, then lengthen the belt out. You're gonna release all the way back to your back and hips. And then let's go ahead and inhale, bring it back up nice and slow, and exhale forward and down. Now, if that was easy for you, you could always tighten up a little bit more on that belt, a little bit closer hand stance. Bring it up, and then you judge that, bringing it back and down, nice and slow. You wanna make sure you're not hurting the shoulders, that we're just taking our time, using our breath, making sure that we're taking nice and slow as we move through. Remember, you don't need the belt to do this. So you could always just do it without the belt. Exhale, back and down. And let's inhale, take it back up. And exhale, forward down. We're gonna release that to our next foot. So once again, same side, leg, hand. You're gonna wrap the hand if you can, if you have that ability. I like, again, my fist, my fingers are upward facing. My elbow's gonna pull in, and my other hand is on my stable leg. So that one stays still. I'm gonna lengthen out here. I'm gonna keep a micro bend in my knee. It's safe to do that, so try and keep your bend in the knee. Let's inhale out to the side, keeping elbow tucked in, palm up, and exhale, bring it back to center. Let's do this nice, slow, and controlled. Inhale out, and exhale back. Inhale out, and exhale, bringing it back. We have two more. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, bring it back. The last one. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, bring it back. Let's go ahead and release that leg. We're going to come into some Kapalabhati breath. And all I want to do is remind you that you don't absolutely have to go as fast and as hardcore as I might go. I'm trying to keep it tame though, so don't pass out, keep it slow instead of fast if that's where you need to be. So I'm gonna come forward because I want that stability. We are gonna start what looks like panting like a dog. We'll only do it for 30 seconds, but that helps get the rhythm into your abs. So what you want to do is I'm hinging from my hips. I'm going to use one hand for stability forward above my knee and the other hand on my abs so that I can keep my awareness at my abs. And what we're looking for is a staccato exhale. So it's a sharp, very aware exhale, and you're exhaling and it goes in. And then the inhale is passive and you're not taking full breaths. The inhale is about a 3/4 breath. The exhale is a fast exhale and it draws in. And that's all you're focusing on is the exhale. So it's that exhale, and what happens sometimes is our whole body likes to undulate with it. So what you're trying to do your best is just to relax the shoulders and chest. It's all about the solar plexus. Hanging out the tongue helps you get this breath rhythm into the abs. Like I said, we'll only do it for about 30 seconds here. I'll try and do my best counting, but we'll start here. Might want a drink of water. So I'm going to put both hands now. I am going to soften and shut my eyes. I need to shut my mouth. I need to re-moisten my mouth, my throat. That's what it basically looks like. Hopefully you're feeling that with me in the abs. So here we're just stabilizing for a few deep breaths. And sometimes, of course, it might trigger a little coughing. I hope you get through it like I did. Keep the water nearby. Let's go ahead and reopen the eyes again. So we're gonna move to step 2 is what I like to call it. That first one really activates. The second one, we're just gonna keep an O with the mouth. And that O, we're gonna still breathe in and out. I am going fast. You can go slower. So let me start off slow with this one. I promised before, but let's do it this time. So again, it's the staccato exhale that we're doing. I'm gonna move faster now. You're welcome to stay at that pace. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm doing it through my nose. I'm gonna come back to mouth. Let's go ahead and take that break. Take a drink. Take a drink of water if you need it. Take a few deep breaths. Allow yourself to recover from the breath. Maybe you're a little dizzy. That last time I'm sure was over 30 seconds. So you're just recuperating here, coming back to center. All right, I know on that last one I said it's the O with the mouth, and then I didn't do that till the second part. So now we are zipping the lips. We're coming in and out of the nose, but you are welcome to have the mouth open. You're welcome to hang the tongue out. You're welcome to do whatever you want, especially those of us at home. But if you guys all hang out your tongue here, it's okay. I might start laughing. I'm just kidding. Okay, so you can start off with one hand over the abs again. We are relaxing those shoulders, trying to keep that stability. And here we go. Starting to slow down. Three more. All right. Release from there. Maybe you sit up with me now. Let's go ahead and do palms face up. That's a lot of breathing, a lot of oxygen to our brain. So take a moment to soften the eyes. Take a moment to come back to center. Let's come back to our Manipura chakra. And hopefully you felt that with me. I really am feeling definitely fire in the abs, or I'm definitely feeling my muscles. So just take those big, beautiful, expansive breaths here. Maybe even a drink of water. One more breath. Reopening the eyes. Let's go ahead and release the arms back down. I'm going to come back to that hip width distance apart. Let's inhale, take it up. And as we exhale, palms come together, hands to heart, knee comes up. Let's then inhale, take it back up. And exhale, other side. Inhale, up and over. Exhale, hands to heart, navel to spine. Let the knee come up. Inhale. And exhale, knee up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Now, from there, grab your belt again, because I don't recall bringing the opposite leg to our chest. Because we had that wonderful break in between where we were just working our arms. So I'm grabbing a belt. You can always interlace those fingers if that's where you're at today. I'm gonna grab that belt and just wrap it around my knee so that I can sit nice and tall, relax those shoulders, soften, pull those elbows in, relax the foot, And let's exhale, bring the knee in, squeeze those elbows in, see if we can stay lengthened, and inhale. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, release, lengthen arms. And exhale, knee to chest. And let's inhale. 2 more times, exhale. Inhale, lengthen. And last one, exhale. Let's go ahead and inhale, lengthen, release that. And if you're like me, I had death grip on that, and I was really holding on. So let's just move through the shoulders, wide and open those hands, fingers. Let's move through the wrists, the hands, the elbows, and the shoulders now. So I started off shoulders, then I went down to my fingers and hands. Let it move through my wrists, elbows, and make its way all the way back up through the shoulders. Now I'm going to rotate the opposite way. So whatever that feels and looks like for you, might feel awkward or different as you did the natural rotation first that feels most natural to you. And now, one more time. And releasing that, let's go ahead and make fists squeeze down. And then squeeze those shoulders up with fist tight arms. Let's bring our gaze up. And exhale, lengthen, relax, draw through the fingertips, chin into chest. Inhale, let's squeeze the fists, come all the way back up. And exhale, send those fingertips down, shoulders down, chin down. Last one, inhale, squeezing up. And exhale, chin, shoulders, all the way down. Let's go ahead and sweep the hands right in front. So today I want to move us through elephant and cat. The only difference between elephant and cow is when you come forward. When you come forward, you're still here, but hands around knees, you're gonna allow the lateral edge of the feet. Stay nice and stable in this chair, so make sure your glute bones are definitely held by the chair. And then you're gonna expand forward. You're gonna open up through this entire trunk area. That's why it's elephant. Inhale through the trunk, and then exhale, ground those feet. Hang on to those knees, round the back to cat. This is just more expansive as we inhale, lengthen forward, lengthen, expand, and exhale, take it back. Oh, I did something. Cat. Inhale forward into elephant. And exhale, take it back to cat. Inhale forward, elephant. And exhale, take it back to cat. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Let's go ahead and inhale back forward, lengthening tall. And we're just gonna exhale, ear to shoulder. See if we can allow the chin to move forward, down to center, and then just lift it back up to neutral. Then allow the head to move to the opposite shoulder. Allow the chin then to move forward and down to the center of the chest. Lifting back up, we're doing it one more time on each side. Neutral, relax ear to shoulder. Release chin forward and down. Inhale and back to neutral. Exhale to the opposite side. Release the chin forward and down. And inhale to neutral. All right, it's time for our Shavasana pose, our closing time, our Yoga Nidra. So please get comfortable. And those of us that are at home or in an office, we can still find a chair to be nice and comfortable on. Alrighty. You gonna play games with the ball now? It's okay, you can play soccer for a little.
Go up.
More games. Great. Hopefully we're getting nice and comfortable in our chair. Now I'm going to scoot back. So if you happen to be in a chair with me, if you happen to be at home and can lay down on a bed, an easy chair, or couch, great. If you happen to be in an office where you're taking this yoga nidra, you're just going to want to relax into the back of the chair as comfortable as possible. I like my shoulder blades held by the back of the chair. Then I just allow my abs to soften, relax as I allow my glute bones to be held by the chair. And then from there, I like my palms face up, ready to receive, just relaxing on the lap. I allow my knees to be soft and open, my legs to be somewhat open, just in a relaxed position where you feel like you can completely relax without using the muscles to keep yourself up. So therefore, you're also going to allow the chin to drop down towards the chest, lengthening the back of the neck, and allowing the chin to be just below the level of your forehead. Even if you're laying back on a couch, see if we can't dip the chin just a little bit towards the neck space to lengthen the back of the neck. And then you're just going to come back into the breath, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Each breath, allowing it to relax the body, taking those expansive breaths, especially if we can fill up the front of the body with air. And exhale, release it to the back of the body. Inhaling through the front of the body. And exhaling through the back of the body. Again, inhaling from the front of the body. And exhaling through the back of the body. Allowing yourself just to relax. Allowing the breath now to slow and relax to the right pace for you. Still breathing in and out the nose, still relaxing the body and releasing tension. Still keeping the awareness on the breath as you relax the body. And just lightly scanning the body here. Noticing where there might be any spots of tension, or maybe even spots of numbness, or hollow spots. Or maybe even a little bit of pain. And you're just relaxing that, letting go of it. And as you relax the body, you're coming back to the Manipura chakra. Just bringing your visualization here above the navel, between the rib cage, between the sides of the body, as well as front and back of the body. Right about our stomach area. So when we think of our stomach, we think of digestion. And this requires heat, our fire within. The solar plexus chakra's element is fire, is heat, is warmth. Just as we digest our food into energy for our body, we also digest life's happenings. All the things that happen in one day. Allowing ourselves to digest that and transform that into wisdom for our mind. Noticing patterns possibly as you relax into this space, repeating the words, I am strong and renewed. I am strong and renewed. I am strong and renewed. And just feeling your inner strength, your inner power, your inner wisdom. As this strength within our solar plexus, our Manipura, is to carry out tasks, to complete an action, or make something happen, using the skill of discernment, knowing when to take that stand and when to just sit it out, accepting what is so that we can deepen our awareness and connect to our true self. Coming back to relaxing the back of the body, softening the back of the body as you allow yourself to feel supported. As you relax and release, you come all the way down to all 10 toes, relaxing, softening, relaxing the feet, the ankles, relaxing the lower legs, softening both knees, releasing through the upper legs as we feel into left hip, as we feel into right hip, and then both hips together, relaxing to the center of the pelvis, and releasing all the way down through the pubis bone and the tailbone. Relaxing the sacrum and the low back. Relaxing the mid back as we notice the rise and fall of the abdomen, the navel that expands up and out and relaxes back down. Releasing the midsection as we come back to our Manipura. And just staying here for a few breaths, allowing you to bring back that warmth from within, that personal power, and just recognizing your personal power, your warmth, your heat, as you relax the rib cage, relaxing center of the chest, and all the way back between the shoulder blades, relaxing both shoulder blades, relaxing both shoulders, softening through the arms, all the way down through all 10 fingers. Relaxing the hands, both wrists, lower arms, both elbows. Relaxing the upper arms. Relaxing both shoulders. As you might start to relax the clavicles. As the clavicles meet in the center, right at our throat chakra. Pausing here as we feel this relaxation. As we feel this soft and smooth breath that moves through the throat space, soothing the throat space with the breath, relaxing the neck, the jaw, the back of the head, the sides of the head, The crown of the head releases as you soften the facial muscles, relaxing the forehead and allowing your energy to sink back down to our Manipura or solar plexus chakra. Coming back to breath here at the solar plexus chakra. As you're aware of the breath, focusing your attention as it moves in and out of the body. As you allow yourself to feel formless on the exhales. And now let's visualize a friendly fire within our belly. As this friendly fire is a part of you, it allows the flames to burn off any negative energies. So as you breathe here, allow the flames to burn off any negative energies that life has collected, using this energy to create change, changing unproductive attitudes into positive attitudes, changing animosity and resentment into love and appreciation, as breathing is the flow of decharging strong emotions, especially within tense situations. Making use of this tool that combines the power of the heart and gut, enabling you to shift emotion and physiology right in the middle of a strong reaction, allowing you to redirect your flow into a positive state of being, knowing that you have the control. And now just drifting with your breath flow, allowing a softness. Allow yourself to open into deeper connections, accepting change, transformation into limitless possibilities. As we find self-mastery, coming back to the words, I am strong and renewed. I am strong and renewed. I am strong and renewed. And just feeling back into that Manipura of heat, self-strength. Allow yourself to find deeper breaths here. Allowing the breath to bring awareness back to the body as you recognize the peace in the mind and the relaxation in the body. Coming back to deeper breaths of expanding that awareness back through the body as we might start to move our fingers, our toes. We might even start to nod the head or even just moving the head. And as we find these little bits of movement, awareness, a little more awake, we can stretch overhead, lengthening through the body. And when we're ready, after lengthening, let's come back to compression. Knees to the chest for some of us. Others maybe just wrapping around, squeezing in tight, giving yourself a hug as you rock gently side to side. Those of us that have a chance to be rounded back, rolling on the ground here, getting a nice massage. When you're ready to find your way to one side or the other, allow yourself to relax there in fetal position for a moment. And then blink your eyes open. Allow yourself to press your way back up. Thank you for joining me. Yoga Nidra is complete. Om Shanti Shanti. Thank you, Evelyn, Carrie, Richard, Sylvia, Paula, and Jerry for joining us today. And those of us that join us online, thank you, Shahzad Arjun. Hopefully I said that right, even if it's a different accent. And Kathy Mansour and Via Johnny. Nice to have you. Hopefully you join us next Wednesday. I'll be here again, and have a wonderful week. Stay nice and cool, maybe indoors while it's so hot, especially out here in Arizona. Drink lots of water, stay hydrated, stay safe, and have a wonderful week. See you here next Wednesday.